the top story here in the headline is shocking live sex show hits the city. And again, this is, as much as we are worried about our youngsters, it looks like they're learning from the adults. And apparently there's a strip club where patrons do it in public and take madness to a new height.
And you know, this is, Mike,
this is the world I was talking about.
This is the world you are saying you never see, but it really
and I don't want to know.
And sometimes, and let me say this, Kenyans and everybody, when Nairobian writes some of these stories, some people don't believe.
Yeah.
And we understand, because they don't live in that world. But there are people who live in this world, and Nairobian has a right to expose these things. Where you'd go somewhere downtown. I mean, you may not go there, right? But there are people who may affect your life, who may be going there. And the things you find there are quite shocking. And this is a culture that Nairobian, the Nairobi guy, would say, this is what is happening in Nairobi, where a club is no longer the club where you used to have a cool drink, have a social talk, and get back to your car and go home. You're going there for a movie, actually. And this is what the story is about now. Wow. Sex, live sex.
Well, quite crazy.
Not a movie.
But you know, this was already happening in other parts of the, not in the parts of the world, like, you know, like Bangkok, for example, in Japan.
in
other parts in Germany,
this,
but where you actually go and watch that. I think some people who have gone, and I think this whole story of, you know, when people came back from abroad and everything, I think they're the people who are coming back with such ideas and trying to see whether, no, it's just things have developed to a level where now maybe it is more acceptable to be able to do something like that. 10 years ago, when we were beginning these things, I do not think that people could have sat down and you're okay with this. But
no, there have been public outro.
It happens and you go like,
Yeah, if it's happening, in fact, if anything, you'd probably have, like, we divide into two. There are those who accept and say, this is fine, it's happening.